Let's talk about the relation between mole and equivalence. As we know, number of moles is equal to mass in grams divided by atomic mass or molecular mass in grams. In the same way, equivalence is equal to mass in grams divided by equivalent mass in grams. Now, on equating the two expressions, we can get the ratio of equivalence to that of number of moles, and that comes out to be equal to molecular mass divided by equivalent mass. As we know, the ratio of molecular mass to that of equivalent mass is basically n factor. So putting the value here, you can get equivalence divided by number of moles equal to n factor. This is the required relation. For any queries regarding n factor, please go through my previous video whose link has been placed in the description. Now, in similar way, as per volume definition, number of moles is equal to volume divided by molar volume, and this molar volume is actually equal to 22.4 liters at standard temperature pressure, and equivalence is equal to volume divided by equivalence volume. Again, on equating the two expressions, we could get equivalence volume equal to 22.4 divided by n factor. This expression is valid at standard temperature pressure. Now, these equations carry significance in simplifying and accurately obtaining the calculations in stoichiometry, solution chemistry, and titrations. This could be exemplified by means of an illustration. Let's find out the moles of oxygen that reacts with 400 grams of calcium to produce calcium oxide. One must know that whenever reactants react together to form product, the equivalences of all reactants is same, and that's also equal to the equivalences of products. This is known as law of equivalence. Now, applying the same in this equation, so we can get equivalence of calcium will be equal to equivalence of oxygen. Point to be noted is that while dealing with equivalences, one need not balance a given chemical equation. However, if you deal with number of moles, then a chemical equation has to be balanced. Now, converting equivalences into number of moles, one can get number of moles into n factor of calcium will be equal to number of moles into n factor of oxygen. Since you know number of moles is equal to mass by molecular mass or atomic mass, so mass of calcium is given as 400 and atomic mass of calcium is 40, and n factor for calcium is 2 because the maximum charge for calcium is +2, and in case of oxygen, as one oxygen carry -2 charge, for two oxygens it will be 4, hence n factor for oxygen will be 4. So while putting the values, we'll get 400 by 40 multiplied 2, that's equal to n into 4. This gives rise to the number of moles equal to 5. This means that 5 moles of oxygen would have reacted with 400 grams of calcium to produce required amount of calcium oxide. I hope you understand this. If you like my videos, please do not hesitate to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.